Hi guys, welcome to our 30-minute gentle full body. I'm really excited about this class. I think it's going to be one of the favorites this month for a lot of people. It's a great length and it's just a great overall yoga flow. So gentle for me, being somebody who practices yoga more, and maybe you're the same as I am, gentle for me means making sure that I use my props and my supports. So I'm going to use 2 blocks, I'm going to use a strap, and I'm going to use pillows as well in some of the poses, and so those might be things that you want to use, but they're not 100% required, so don't be stressed if you don't have them, okay? If you do, then maybe press pause and go grab yourself those supports. Okay, we are going to start in hands and knees position. And if you have blocks and are going to use blocks, just place one on either side of the front of your mat just so they're easily accessible here in a few moments. So I'm going to start by taking tops of the feet to the floor, spreading our hands nice and wide, and then just drawing some circles with the hips. So this is just free movement, just organic movement, whatever feels good in your own body. So knees are something that can be tight as well. I could have a blanket or maybe the pillows right now underneath the shins. That's kind of a way that you can take some pressure off the knees if you need to be more gentle. We're not going to be on our knees a lot during this class. So if they're tight for you or painful for you, don't fret. Okay. Coming back here to the center and just taking a few cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, take your gaze forward, lift your tailbone, and as you exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone under. Just a few times. You could also do this with the toes tucked or propped. We're still going on the principle of breath-initiated movement through this class, so a little bit flow style, but nice and slow. Making sure we target the whole body in the next half an hour. Okay, come back to the center. So we're going to lift up to downward dog just very momentarily. Just pedaling our feet, lifting and lowering both heels at the same time or one at a time. Try to release the neck or relax the neck here. Good, and then slowly bringing ourselves back down onto the knees. We are going to prop up possibly on the fingers or maybe grab a hold of your blocks here, and we're going to swing the left foot forward. So left foot is going to go directly underneath the left knee, curl your back toes under, and then voila, come into a runner's lunge or a low lunge. So in the lunges, try to think about walking the eyes forward and opening across the chest. We're still just warming up. So I know it's tight. You certainly can fidget here and rock forward and back. Even if you're able to have hands to the floor, still try to keep the chest open. Let's take one more deep breath. Slide your shoulders down your back. Great job. Lowering down that right knee and then just bringing both knees back behind us. Lift yourself up to downward dog here again. So just to take a little stress and pressure off of the glutes and the hamstrings, let's come high on the tippy toes and bend our knees. Press back through the palms of your hands and try to lift your tailbone as much as you can. The tailbone is the highest point here. Allow your head to hang forward, drawing all the energy in the opposite direction of what is normal for the spine. So letting our head act sort of like an anchor here. Deep breath. Good job. Coming down onto the knees. Same thing, other side. So however you need to get there, you can even help yourself, which I'll demonstrate just by grabbing a hold of the back leg, swinging the right leg forward. Okay? Curl your left toes under, lift up into our runner's lunge. Just let yourself sink into the hips, and that's what's helpful too about walking the eyes forward. You'll feel yourself sort of hinge and lower down through the hips and the thigh a little bit here. Just take a couple breaths. Good job. Okay, rather than going back to our knees, we're going to step left foot forward. Just loosening the blocks and widening our feet to wherever you feel comfortable. Just let your back hang heavy. Grabbing opposite elbows and hanging in ragdoll just for a moment. When you're ready, just let the fingertips touch down. We're going to curl our bodies up to standing. One vertebra at a time. Sort of like you're stacking from the tailbone, coming up and over each section of your back. Taking a nice wide stance. Again, blocks are great to have with you as we go through this. So I'm going to take the blocks in front of me. Second level, you can go highest level if you want to here. And just standing tall with the hands on the hips. So we're going to try to walk shoulder blades together behind us. Just take a second to come into a little bit of a back bend. So let the chest draw forward. You can even pop the tailbone behind you a little bit. Take a deep breath. Good, and then stack your spine. So draw sit bone underneath yourself, sit bones, sorry. Stack everything up here nice and tall. So this time when we draw shoulder blades together behind us, you can think of squeezing the elbows, and we're going to lead with the heart, folding forward, coming into a forward fold or a straddle fold. Hands down to your blocks wherever they need to be, or the floor. Let the head, the neck, and the shoulders be heavy here. Try to draw the belly in towards your spine still, so keeping that low abdomen tucked in. When you're ready, we're going to come up so our arms are straight and our core is turned on. So drawing the low ribs together, lengthening tailbone back and crown of the head forward. We'll keep the left hand down. Inhale, open your right arm and take a look up. Exhale, come back down. Other side right away. So right arm's going to stay down. Inhale, open the left. Kind of like a little pendulum. Once more each way. Take your time. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you come back down. Inhale, left side. And exhale. Come back down. Good job, you guys. Bend your knees. Bring yourself up to standing here nice and easy. Great job. And then just heel toe, feet nice and close together. We will cross the left foot behind the right. Okay, left foot behind the right, left arm's coming up, and we're going to take it to the back of our head today. So let the right hand slide down and let the left elbow lift. You can look over towards the left side of the room if you would like. Squeeze your thighs together, be strong in the legs. Good. Bring yourself back up and switch sides. So right foot behind. Okay, left hand's going to slide down, right hand to the back of the head, right elbow lifting. So we're getting as long as we can down the right side of our body. Looking over towards the right will help you feel a little more balanced. And squeeze not only the thighs, but also those sit bones together behind you. Strengthen your legs. Your legs are like a pillar. Good job. Let yourself come back here. So turning forward on your mat, blocks coming with us. If you're using blocks, again, just place them off the front of the mat. Grab them if you need them. Ignore them if you don't. Hands are going to come to your heart center. When you're ready, inhale, reach both arms up overhead, and exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen and lift halfway. Exhale, fold down. We'll plant our hands or take them to the blocks and step just the right foot back, scooching that right foot back as far as you can. So left ankle is staying stacked under the left knee. Again, runner's lunge here, so just take a second to open the chest. Option to drop the back knee if you would like. So twist variation, keeping the right hand to the block or to the floor. Inhale and open up the left arm. And at the same time, squeeze this left inner thigh towards the center line of your body. If this feels too much of a twist for you or too much of a revolving through the upper back, just take your hand to your hip. One breath. Good. Both hands down. Let's step forward. Take your time here to step your opposite foot back. Scooch that left foot back as far as you can. Again, an option would be to drop the left knee to the mat. Just take your time. Open across the chest. We'll keep the left hand down. We'll open the right arm. And at the same time, draw this right thigh inwards. If the stack is too much of a twist, bring the hand to the hip. Breathe. Good job. Both hands down. Let's slowly step forward. If you've had blocks, we'll just kick them out of the way here. And we're going to plant our hands and step back to downward dog. An option to drop to child's pose here. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Good. So our next movement is all about bringing circulation into the hip joint. So a bent knee is fine. I will do a bent knee myself. We're going to lift the left heel up and then start to draw some circles with the left knee, like you're trying to draw circles on the wall beside you. Fire hydrant. Good job. One more circle. Good. Down to downward dog. You can certainly hold here for 3 more breaths, or you can take the knees. And then we'll work at the right side. So when you're ready, bent knee is fine. Just lift your heel, draw some circles with that right knee. I said it was good for your hip. I never said it was easy. Great job. Both feet down. Slowly make your way down onto your knees and then onto your bum. So I'm going to grab both my pillows. So my pillows are for the outsides of my knees here. If you need to sit up on something, if you've liked doing that as we have gone through, certainly incorporate that as well. Just come into easy pose, so just crossing at the ankles. Now, if you want to get a little more bound up here or a little more progression, when you cross, you can try to bring your feet to sort of line up with the outsides of your legs, okay? Otherwise, just do as you need to, and if you need to wedge the pillows underneath the outer thighs, then that's nice and comfortable as well. So we're just going to sit here for a second, hands onto the knees, and then scrunch your shoulders up towards your ears, and then roll your shoulder blades down your back. Good. It's like the ultra slow shoulder roll. All the way up, all the way down your back. One more time. Scrunch them up, and then roll them down your back. Great job. Taking our left hand across to the right knee, right hand coming behind us, just a gentle twist. Take one more breath. And then exhale, come back to the front, other side. Right hand across, left hand behind. Sit tall. Good job. Exhale as you unwind towards the front. Interlace your hands, press them down, and then draw straight up towards the ceiling. Just take a breath to lift the rib cage, and then with your exhale, let your hands float behind you. We're gonna prop the fingertips, or just stay high on the fingertips. Stay lifted through the chest. You can imagine there's a string from the sternum straight up towards the ceiling. Breathe into the space of the heart. So just like we breathe between the shoulder blades, see if you can breathe directly into the sternum. Feel the separation in the front line of the body. It can be very tight for many. Good. And then just relax your back. Come back here to the center. Okay, I will keep the pillow underneath the right leg, and I'm going to lose the left one here for a second. Taking my leg out to the side, I suppose I could show you a good way that you can be a little gentler, since that's the theme with this extended leg. So you could prop, now a rolled towel or something would work as well, but you can prop underneath your leg. Sure, I'll do this. It feels pretty comfortable, actually. So this action is very much a side bend to open up the right rib cage and right side of the body. So let's bring our hand to the inside of the left leg, and then just slowly slide your hand down towards your ankle, maybe down to the instep. Okay, we're gonna keep our hand on the right knee and then push that right knee away. Try to look up over your right shoulder. For me, I feel this right down in the waistline, more than I do up high, but we're all different. If the neck is at all uncomfortable here, then just relax your head, close your eyes. Take a couple of breaths. Job. Bring yourself all the way back up. Good job. Let's just switch. So come back into that cross-legged position so you can wedge some support underneath the outside of the left thigh. And then we'll take the right leg out beside us here. Again, prop up under your knee if that felt good. Okay, sit yourself nice and square. Remember, we're coming sideways over that right side of our waist. Just let the right hand slide down the inside of the leg to wherever you feel like your edge is, and push away on the left knee. You may be able to get a hold of the instep. Looking over the left shoulder, spending a few breaths here again, so just take your time. One more moment. Good job. All the way back up here to the top. We get to lay down. I am so nice. So we're definitely going to be using, or I'm definitely going to be using the pillows in the reclined position, as well as one block, okay? And the straps actually, and the strap actually. So have everything that you've got with you. And then just slowly come down onto your back. Take a second to plant your feet. And just adjust the pelvis and adjust the shoulders. So tucking the shoulders underneath and lengthening your tailbone down your mat as best you can. Let's grab a hold of the strap and take the strap around the bottom of the left foot. Okay, so left foot's going to go straight up. Have enough sort of length in the strap that it's tight, but you're able to keep the shoulder blades both connected. Keep the elbows hugged in towards the side of your body. Really try to lengthen and straighten this left leg as much as you can. So you should feel a nice opening in the back of the knee. Good job. Take one more breath. And then bend the left knee. We'll just draw this right foot up, place it in the strap, and then you can kick the left foot out and plant it. So just switching sides. Again, straight up towards the ceiling if you're able to. Try to open the back of the knee, stretch the hamstring. Be mindful here about the connection of the back. So really thinking about the two anchor points of the shoulder blades and of the sacral spine, so that bony structure underneath the hips. Not trying to draw our knee towards our nose so much that it lifts our bum up off of the mat, and at the same time not reaching for the foot so much that it lifts the shoulders. One more breath. Good, and then just bring your foot down. Take the strap off to the side here for a moment, and then let's just reach nice and long. Point your toes, reach your arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Imagine you're being pulled in opposite directions, and then counter that by squeezing or hugging your knees in towards your chest. You might even bring your forehead up towards the knees for a second, but certainly fine to keep the neck and the head down to the mat as well. Okay, so some mindful core movement here. This is as much about training the brain as it is about training the core. Really good for both. So we're gonna bend the knees and have them at like a 90-degree angle and the arms straight up towards the ceiling. So this is a reclined sort of variation of bird dog, but we're gonna flow through it a little bit more. So we're gonna start by extending the right leg down our mat. Keep your left knee where it's at, and then reach left arm overhead. Okay, and then squeeze with your abdomen, bring everything back to the center. Other side. So lengthen the left leg, extend the right arm. Other two are staying put. And then squeeze with the core, bring everything back to center. Let's try this a little quicker. So take a breath in. With your exhale, extend. Inhale, pull to center. Good job, you guys. Keep going here, opposite side. Just follow a little rhythm with your own breath. Good job. I know for some it's challenging. It's, like I say, great for the abdomen, also great for the brain. A couple more times. Good job. And when you're done, just place your feet down here. Just taking some windshield wipers side to side. And then we're going to use the pillows or the supports in a variation of a supine twist. I answered a question from one of the participants of our 31 days of yoga, posted how this is a great variation or alternative. If you're somebody who has some tightness in the lumbar spine or even across the hips or pelvis, this is a good twist variation. So I'm going to keep both pillows stacked, and then I'm going to roll onto the right side of my body and place my right shins on the pillows. So get yourself so the hips are stacked and the knees are stacked, thighs are together. Extend your right arm away from you and then start to open up left arm. So this twist, and you can adjust your upper back. You can still possibly connect both shoulder blades with the floor, but it just ensures that this twist is happening more from the thoracic or upper back and being a little gentler and sensitive to the low body. Keep breathing here, just like I do in any variation of a supine twist. Try to breathe into this exposed pocket of the abdomen. So in this case, breathing into left side of your body, just like you're blowing up a balloon. Take one more breath. Good job. Try to keep the knees and the thighs together, and we're just slowly going to tuck knees in towards the chest and then roll to your back. You'll end up a little cockeyed on your mat, but that's okay. Just readjust, shift the pillows or whatever you're using here over to the other side. Okay, we're going to the left this time, so rolling to the left, taking the shins onto the pillows. Extend your left arm and then reach and draw right arm over to the other side. So I'll just add in that if for some reason you're feeling still really limited in your range of motion, there would be an option here too to support underneath this right arm. So if you were in a class, I would maybe come and prop something underneath of your right shoulder, just so that you can relax a little bit more through the upper body as well. Try your best to channel that breath into the right side of your belly. Just stay here for one more moment. And then we'll move on. So squeezing legs together. Try to hug the knees up towards your chest and then just let your body roll to your back. Good job. Okay, laying nice and flat here. So extend both legs. Extend your arms out beside you, coming into corpse pose or shavasana. And let's see if we can just take a few breaths here just to relax through the whole body. Try to have the palms up towards the ceiling. A lot of times we'll start with the toes and sort of work at relaxing the body from the feet up. I like to start myself with the hands. There's sort of a natural softness and heaviness when you relax your hands. That curl of the fingers and the softness of the palms. See if you can track that all the way up your arms as you take some breaths here. All the way up into the shoulders and the chest and the jaw. Be soft through the muscles of your face. Just use these last few moments here just to try to completely melt or allow your body to be heavy into the floor beneath. There's a great visual of standing, facing out into the ocean. And just imagining that by the power of your breath, each time you draw an inhale, you're drawing the tide in and across the sand. And as you exhale, you're pushing the water back out to sea. Just take one more breath. And then just slowly bringing some movement back to the body here, planting your feet. Possibly rolling onto the left side. That's a good way to make your way to seated. Otherwise, hugging your knees in, and we can rock and roll, sort of building a fire as we make our way all the way back up onto our bums. I'm going to grab my strap here again. One more fold to finish off our lovely gentle full body, extending both legs out in front of us. So don't be afraid to pull the fleshy part of your glutes back and reach forward with the strap. Okay, so strap coming around the bottoms of the feet, sit tall, hug the shoulder blades into the back, and then slowly folding forward. Just close your eyes here. One more deep breath. And then when you're ready, bringing yourself all the way back up. We're going to finish our class coming into a cross-legged position here again. If you want to stack or place one ankle in front of the other, you can do that. Use your supports if you need to prop yourself up, and take your hands onto your knees. So just sitting tall here. Taking some deep breaths. Just try to take one last second just to scan the body. Find that upward flow of energy all the way up from the pelvis through the crown of the head. And just notice how easy it is to breathe here when we sit tall. Feel more supported through the midsection of your body. And with your next exhale, just let your whole body melt. So you can fold forward if that's available to you. But if not, just stay seated and collapse the chest forward. So imagine you're melting your body like a melting snowman, finding whatever for you is the bottom of the pile. Trying to let go of tightness or engagement through any muscle. So even the tops of the thighs and the hips, try to be heavy and relaxed. Certainly heavy through the face and the cheeks and the shoulders. And just noticing what this feels like to you. So nothing really serving you here. Almost feeling like you're being pressed down by the shoulder blades. And then just very mindfully stack your spine. So start to lengthen up as you unroll, bringing everything up into a nice, perfect for you posture, and then bringing our hands to the center of our chest. We're going to close our session taking thumbs to forehead, kind thoughts, to mouth, kind words, and chest, most importantly, kind hearts. Namaste, my friends. See you soon.